Ladies and gents, it's been a tough little round here, down 1,700 spots, and we'll discuss it. We'll explain it in under 50 words. So I had an opportunity this week to make a quick decision in my centre wings and my fullbacks, and then we had Karaz go down, and I went, well, if I can either go one of two ways. I can cover that for next week with Karaz being out and get two centre wings to make that happen and have the full squad for next week. And so, of course, I decided to do that way. Iro and Hiroti. Thankfully, Hiroti scored there. Or, option 2, sell Dylan Edwards to Reece Walsh. But I still needed a centre wing, and it would have been to get Ronnie Mulatalo. So, that's my week there. That's probably, a 1,500 point week compared to a 1,250. And that is how Supercoach crumbles sometimes. And I actually would have made, looks like 1,500 only made a few ranks anyway. So I suppose the big thing would have been that I wouldn't have lost a crazy amount here, but did lose plenty of spots in the Podmasters, down 8 into 35th, down from 27th. Hopefully we can have a good week there, given I'll have a few back from restings. I don't have any of the sort of the Raiders guys that are a good chance of resting, apart from maybe a Tom Starling, and really just here to shout out a few of the guys in the private crew there. We got the Papa Dogs, David, we got Scoopman in there at 136 as well. So a decent week for a few of these guys. Up top, you see 1599. Did improve things for them, improved about a third of ranks for Matthew getting the top 1,000 and for Donald getting into 1,280. For the Podmasters, let's follow along, see if any of the guys can win. We've got Luke in 9th, and we've got Matt in 16th there, who have done really, really well this year, had a cracking season. A few players like Timmy Williams there, 1,613 points, incredible, into 653. A shout out to everyone who managed to get through all of the private head-to-heads as well. So we had Tyson get up in that league there, so congrats to Tyson with a, 60-odd point victory. We had, who won the NRL Podmasters? It's going to load. Round 26. Who got that one? Luke got that one, so well done to him. In terms of my second head-to-head. So I lost in week 1, which wasn't so great. Congrats to Heath for a massive score there of 1,588. And then did Eamon win? No, Eamon lost, so Jaden won his one there. So they all won $30 there. Nice, easy win. And the MPCC, sitting in 7th in that. I lost in the knockout. So heading into this week, just going to be a resting thing, guys. If you have any trades left, I managed to burn my final 2 to get, hopefully, a full centre wing on the park next week. We'll see how all that plays out with Karaz being injured, with Drinkwater being out. I'm very much hoping that Edwards can go straight back in and actually play this week. And if he doesn't, that is an almighty error. Hopefully, Cleary is back in business and playing. And again, if he's not, we'll have to work that one out. But we'll chuck the reserve back on him. And then, just been a bit awful there, buying Aaron Clark, and his minutes have kind of dropped off. Carrigan had to play him this week. I think he almost got a try assist. And Crichton's been awful. We'll see if guys like Katoa and Isaiah Yeo come back. And I picked the wrong good this week, with Starling generally been doing the job. This was kind of his worst score of the year, with Watson getting the 50. And I suppose I could have just played him in the end. And instead I went for the double centre wing pick. I thought that they could come out and do really well, and then it wasn't to be. So, and not a great season for me this year compared to last year. I feel like I got a little bit luckier last year, but made some incorrect decisions. And then this year, I just feel like the luckier side hasn't hit me as much, and these little 50-50 calls have kind of gone the wrong way, which is how the game goes when scores can be 150, 160 and stuff like that. So, just send me a DM, guys, if you'd like some help with your team for this one. But just pick the guy that you think has the highest upside for the last week. And good luck, and hopefully you get 17 or 18 on the park. See you guys.